Alrighty, looks like we're live. Just want to make sure we're live in the group. Don't want us talking to ourselves. Okay, all right, Lee. It looks like we are live in the group now. So, all right. So I guess good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with Lee, founder for Live Portals, a deal on Early Bird. So it was something I've been tracking for a little while. Been back and forth with Sam about it. Been following them, been in their Facebook group, just kind of seeing what it's all about. Because as we all know, when you see these type of web apps come up, video apps, we're always a little bit cautious about them. But my report I saw, and just from the engagement the founders been having within the group, watching users come in, ask about things that they're seeing coming up, features that they want, and whatnot. So um, Sam did reach out. He's like, "Hey, bro, why don't you just have a conversation with the founder or whatever?" And I was like, "All right, let's put it on a video. Let's do it for a video call." So just want to let you guys know this is not going to be your typical pitch per se. It's really just going to be me kind of digging a little bit with Lee. So with that, Lee, like I said, I guess coming from you, can you tell me a little bit about the why live portals?
Hi everyone, thanks for having me yet again in the Early Bird group and any other groups that this stream might be in. And so why I started Live Portals is because I do a lot of web development for my clients, right? I'm a developer who does freelance and also contract work for various clients. And one of those things that they wanted was a custom video conferencing platform for their in-house team, right? Because they were a real estate developer, so they wanted something to sell, um, to be able to sell to clients from China, right? So as you know, in China, Google Meet and all of that are banned. So they wanted like a WebRTC solution, which is just a fancy word for like web-based, browser-based solution. So I looked around in the market to see whether there were similar solutions of this kind. And what I found was there wasn't really any. So we have the generic platforms, right, like Zoom and Meet and Teams and all of that. And the custom ones were the open source code that you had to be a developer to know how to build yourself or spend like thousands of dollars or even tens of thousands of dollars to build, because there was a lot of components that had to be integrated, like the WebRTC, like I mentioned, the live videos, and also putting it in the browser, the front end, and also the back end, connecting your custom domain and things like that. So I thought, like, see, if an enterprise is willing to pay for this, probably I could turn this into a SaaS that people could sign up and do it themselves rather than having to hire other people's, right? So the idea was to have like a Wix, but for video conferencing. So people can sign up and design their own portals, as I call it, more than anything. So I try to make it as simple as possible to productize the service into a SaaS.
Okay, all right, that sounds fair. So more it was an enterprise solution, and you really kind of figure if enterprise folks are using it, you know, maybe the smaller guys will want to use it also for that. Um, so let's just you said open source. So is it built on any open source tools?
Yeah, so we are built on WebRTC. So the WebRTC is the way that live videos communicate between browsers. So Google Meet uses the same sort of open source technology, whereas Zoom and Teams, they are using their own hybrid of their own SFU servers and also some WebRTC as well. So it's based on open source, but to what I would say is the ingredients are out there, but to make it into a dish is the difficult part, and that's what we've done with it.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. So it's not like a Jitsi kind of something and whatnot like that.
Jitsi is a good solution, but we find that it lacks a little bit of customizability. It's good for like internal usage and teams like that.
Okay, okay. Again, just like I said with me, I'm gonna ask the different questions and stuff that may not have come up elsewhere, but then it also show, the why of the live portals. Like why somebody, I'm a small business owner, industries. I mean, we all see it as sales portals, right? How we use sales portals within our businesses, but then as an LTD, also, uh, a year from now, like what's the goal for live portals? 2 years from now, what do you see with the application?
I'm sorry, AJ. The sound was a little bit muffled.
Okay. In about 2 years from now, live portals. Where do you see live portals? Because your deal ends with live in early bird about a week from now. So let's say July of 25, 2027, summer of 2027. You know, where do you see live portals? Like, would you still like your enterprise? Would you still be catering to your enterprise also, or
I view live portals as something that everyone needs to have, whether you're a sales professional or small business owner. Just like you would a LinkedIn profile, I think that every single business owner should have um, their own live portal to sell to clients, interact with their prospects, but also to showcase their business because we have various type of portals as well. And speaking about LinkedIn, we'll soon have, which is part of the roadmap, a LinkedIn sort of, how would I say, as part of like an AI builder that would actually analyze what's on your LinkedIn profile and actually build the portal for you with AI rather than you doing it manually. So we in 2 years, I hope that this will be like a mass market thing where everyone has, oh, let's meet in your portal, AJ. Oh, I'll see you in your portal.
okay? And and the portal, it would be embeddable. I know I heard you say you mentioned on your websites and stuff like that.
Right, it's embedded. You can embed your portals in your website and you can even embed portals in your portal. So later I'll show you one of the cool things that one of our customers named Francois, he's from French, and he really came up with a really cool idea of embedding a portal in a portal. So really cool stuff.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about we see the really cool stuff? Because I mean, kind of on
Okay,
topic. I don't want to have to go back to it.
all right, let me go ahead and share
So was
my
this something that you had to a feature that you had to add, or was it a feature that he just kind of figured out how to do it?
I, I didn't even think that this would be a use case, but he's been really creative with using it. And one of the cool things is our users are really giving me a ton of ideas on how they are actually using the portals that I've never thought of.
Okay. All right. Well, once you start sharing the screen, I'll pop it up on here.
Okay, I've gone ahead and shared my screen. I wonder if
I'm not.
you're able to
Yeah, I'm
see
not
it.
seeing it pop up on here yet.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Oh, it
Again,
just came up and went away.
let me do it again.
Okay. Okay. Once you tell me I can start sharing, I'll share it.
Okay,
Okay.
ready.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So this was the portal that I was talking about. So a client from France, who is one of our LTD community leaders as well. He's been really active in the groups. Francois, he built like a weather sort of forecast center where it's a portal in a portal. So generally in portals, if you're not familiar with our layout yet, for those who haven't seen it, we have we have in the top, we have a header, and on the side we have sidebar panels. So in the panels, you can have like your websites, your videos, your widgets, and things like that. So what he did was basically he embedded a portal in a portal. So you have two sidebars and two headers right here, which is like a really cool experience.
Oh, okay.
Obviously that wasn't the use case, but just wanted to share what he built.
Right. Right. No, it's
We,
just
we, yes.
what people are doing with it, how they're adapting it. So it's definitely pretty
Yeah,
cool.
maybe just a few other features. So if you guys are wondering where the live video comes in, where the conferencing comes in, just to make a distinction, we have two types of portals. One is live portals where you actually bring your clients in and meet with them, and these are showcase portals. So showcase portals are where you can, it's like your website, your social media, your app, all in one, right? So this is where you showcase your your business. So this is by Dan, one of our users as well, who is a fitness instructor. So he would use his showcase portal to showcase his training, his app, his articles, and when it's time to actually hop on a call with a client, he would use his live portal. So just a few more in automotive. You can have your videos. I really like this color scheme, like the black and white color scheme. I think this is really clean. You could have your PDFs embedded as well on the side with video 3D demos. And this is a cool one where you could embed your 3D demos inside your portal, and your clients can actually interact with the 3D demos themselves. So rather than just doing screen share, which is the typical way people do it, and we have that as well, but you could use, like, you could embed a 3D demo that your clients can interact with, and you could have your videos on the side, contact information and all of that, right? So one of the things that we're going to do is in your showcase portal, we'll have like a doorbell, right? So when your clients are actually checking out the property, and if they want to actually talk to someone, they will just click on the doorbell, and one of the team members will actually get notified that, oh, hey, I need someone to talk to, right? And someone actually enter the portal and talk to you.
Okay.
So this is a really cool use case. We have one for events as well, where you have your road floor plan, and then you would have your what do you call that? Your vendors on the side. So, and last but not least, we have someone using it for helicopters, right? So whatever you can think of it, selling helicopters, selling homes, selling jewelry, watches, and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are just some of the showcase portals.
Right. All right. So I want to backtrack a little bit. So you said notifications, something that's coming, right? So notifications, where do these like how? Okay, so it's my team, it's me, whoever. Somebody, client, they're going in, they click, and hey, they want to connect. How am I getting those notifications?
So I think we've done the planning for this, and we'll start rolling out WhatsApp notifications. So the prospect will actually click on the button and you get notified on WhatsApp. But we know that like the US folks don't really use WhatsApp, but our European and Asian folks, they all use WhatsApp. So for the US folks, we'll think of something else, maybe like a browser notification or things like that, something like that.
So I'm thinking, so now what is the mobile responsiveness? Because when you say that, I'm a team. I'm not behind my computer, but somebody's
Mm-hmm.
viewing, and I want to be able to pop up on my, I don't know, if it's your phone, your tablet. What's the mobile responsiveness for that particular, for the
Okay.
team member? The team member probably doesn't need all the features because they just need to hop in because somebody has a question or they need to engage with them.
So maybe let me do this really easily. I'll just contract the screen like this, and you can have an idea on how the mobile responsiveness looks. So if you can imagine it with the video
Uh-huh.
like this. So I'm holding my phone, and it's a vertical experience. And on the
Okay.
left, you have your panels, which you can click on, and the showcase, which is the 3D demo, is still visible as well. But I think not, we have this plan where we will make it more of an app-like experience. So it works as is, but we want to make it like optimize it more for the mobile experience where it's like an app, right? So the icons ideally would be at the bottom. So if you use like YouTube or Instagram, the icons are all at the bottom.
Okay.
But
No,
it
I
works
mean,
on mobile.
I was thinking about the notifications piece. I heard you say WhatsApp, but I think if you did like just I guess you would call it the what are you gonna say, the client, not the client facing app, but the customer service version of the app, where it's really just really going to be used to respond to those people that do come
Oh,
in. And I thought I'm on a mobile, mobile notifications. Everybody can get mobile notifications, right? And then it opens up the app, and the app just has just enough information so I can interact with the person, right? It doesn't have to be a full fledged, I'm gonna do the whole entire live portal, experience. But at least from mobile's perspective, and me being able, my team being out and about and you get that notification, they can open it up. So I think the app route might be better, where it's not a full fledged app, but it is an app for your customer service agents kind of deal. So okay, I mean that sounds very interesting. I know it's still in the planning phases, so I understand it's not a feature that people are buying into right now. Because the last thing I want somebody to say, hey, well, you said that you were going to do this. No, it's still kind of planning, folks. Just want to put it out there. It's a planning thing right now for notifications. So the team is still trying to flesh that out. So, but definitely very interesting that part. I know realtors will probably like that because, like you said, people are touring the homes, touring the business, or even the helicopters. They have a question, they want to connect with a team member, and they know they can click on that, and within a few minutes, a team member will reach out. So that's definitely pretty cool there. All right, so live portal, that's that. Uh, so now one of the questions I had was live minutes. What are the live minutes?
Right. So live minutes are essentially the minutes that you spend in the live portals. So as you know, we have two types of portals: your showcase portals and your live portals.
Okay.
So the minutes you spend in here are the ones that I actually count towards your plan. Whereas the showcase portals, we are offering like unlimited visits to your showcase portals, as long as it's like real visits, right? Not bots and things
Right,
like that.
right, right, right. Okay, okay. So pretty much, I guess you could say, demos. If I'm doing live demos, whatever, that's where the live minutes come into play.
Exactly.
Okay. So, small business owner, I'm thinking, I only do a couple, so I get tier one. Do you have something to continue to set up? So, wow, I'm exhausting my live minutes because I'm turning and burning. I'm doing a lot of demos, or I'm building my team out now. That if I needed to add more minutes, do you have like add-on packs currently, or not just yet?
We uh so we haven't had anyone exhaust their plan so far, so we haven't encountered that situation. But if they do, just reach out to me and we can just
Yeah.
maybe prorate it for the month if you just want to top up once. But it renews every 30 days. So, but
Right.
if you choose the right plan, probably you won't face that situation.
Well, I'm also well. The reason why I'm asking is because you're having this LT's lifetime deal. As of right now, you want to plan for tomorrow. Right now, you don't want to plan for tomorrow because then you're going to realize you're going to have more disgruntled people. We've seen it. I've seen it happen many, 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 many times. A lot of founders they didn't realize that. Oh wow, we should have at least have a plan now, so that way users know that hey, okay, if I get tier one, I'm good with one seat. I'm sharing. Let's face it. Team members when you're a small business, you're going to share that one seat, right? Um, but we do definitely need more than 1.5 k 1,500 live minutes. We might need 2,500. So how much is it going to cost me just to top up my minutes? And maybe as they grow, now they say, okay, you know what, I may need to go to MRR plan now because I need extra seats or I need more portals, right? Um, so that's something I would say you definitely want to have something in place now, have an idea at least, and let
Mm-hmm.
them know so that way they can see, okay, there is some space for growth. Otherwise, you're going to have your tier ones, maybe your tier twos coming to you saying, hey, can you do another LTD so I can upgrade? That's what you don't want
Uh,
to do. That's what you
okay,
don't want to do,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
right? So that's what I'm saying. I mean, we've been doing this for a while now, so I kind of see a lot of the things where it looks great. I mean, good plan, but if you're not already planning for tomorrow for your LTD users, you're going to find yourself where some of them are going to like they're going to scale. They're going to start scaling a little bit faster with the help of your tool. So why not give them options to where hey, I can stay where you're at, but here are some add-ons. Period. Um, so again, but that's just something that you can definitely think about. Start plan that out. It's something you can even survey the group that you're in right now. Your group, survey them, let them see what they feel about it. So, but yeah, so that's definitely good though. And 5 portal, 10 portals. So when it says like 5 portals and 10 portals, that would be a mix between, I guess you say like your static portals and your live portals, or
Yep, that's right. It's a mix. It's
it's a
up to
mix.
you how you want to
How you
allocate
wanna?
your.
Okay, got it. And the custom domains, I guess that's more, I guess if you're doing sales and, let's say realtor, you have commercial, you have residential, you can kind of custom domain it, residential, commercial, whatever. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, and I think map.
Yeah, the custom domain. So we have two types of custom domains.
Oh,
One
okay.
is that you just connect your domain. So it says like jc.com, that's your name. And rather than seeing liveportals.com, your users will actually see your own domain. And the other one would be your white label domain. So for the white label plan, people actually sign in through your platform. So your team would actually sign in through your domain rather than live portals. So you could even, a lot of our clients actually doing this, they're reselling it and building it for their clients as well as agency owners and marketers.
Okay, okay, got it. So, one of the things I was just thinking about, yeah, again, I'm kind of going backwards. It was something like the doorbell thing and the notifications thing, and with the embed. I know you said the one guy he put a live portal in a live portal. Do we have? Is there like a widget or something where we can put in like code, like we want to do a chat widget instead? Because then that
Yes,
might even
so
make it easier for you, where you don't even have to come up with a solution. Just let people use, they can use Talk To or something else, and now they get the notifications.
yeah, you can actually do that. So under advanced, all you have to do is go down to your head scripts or body scripts and put your script in there. So whether it be Google Analytics or you have a chatbot or you have a button, or you could do that.
Oh, oh, so there you go. So there you go. That's their alert right there. Where, it's a little different from clicking the bell button, but at least if the chat is there, I think that will definitely solve that problem right there in the immediate. Put it that way, in the immediate, until you work out a little bit more of a
Mhm.
nicer solution with the bell. So okay, that's definitely good then.
Yeah, I mean, while we're here, you might have seen like some of the features that we have, like transcriptions is a good one where, as you can see, when I'm actually talking, the words will actually appear in the bottom. And this is good for like users who are like on the go, who can't hear what you're saying. Or if you have like an international audience, we support up to like 20 languages. So let's say you're speaking in Spanish and I'm speaking in English, it will actually um, appear
Translate.
in your own language and you can translate that. So if I change this to uh, if I translate this into let's say Korean. So I don't speak Korean, so I don't know whether it's accurate, but it's pretty accurate. So
Okay.
this actually breaks barriers. So if you're selling to like clients from
Right. You can.
Mexico or whatever, you can communicate this way.
Okay. And that comes along with it. There's no added cost, nothing to that. Okay. That's
Yeah, all the plans get this.
okay. That's good. That's good. All right. So all the plans. Let's go with that. So from tier one and tier two, for me, just looking at it, really seems like they all pretty much get the same thing. The only thing is tier three, you get white label. But other than that, yeah, and limits. But as far as features wise go, they seem to get all the same features. Yeah, so it's not really tier one doesn't get this and tier two gets this. Other than, like I said, white label and limits on tier three for the deal.
Yeah, there were a ton of like we since the launch like 50 days ago, we've released at least like 20 new features. Like for example, if you want to have like a grid view for a different sort of experience, or you if you want to enable like presenter mode, if you have like multiple team members and you want to have someone take the stage, you could have this mode. And we have like we also have collaborative documents where you and your clients can work on like a contract, or if you want to take some notes, you could have your collaborative documents like say hi, this
And
is a document.
so collaborative document, is that like a Google Drive integration thing, or is that in the system itself?
It's in the system, so when you and your clients are in the same portal, you guys will see the words in real time, so you guys can work on it together.
Oh, okay. Well, that caught my because for I was a big user of an application called Sessions. That it technically it still works, but it's one of those that any given day it can just shut down. It works as is. But this was a feature Sessions had that I used to use with my clients, and they absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Um, so okay, well
Yeah,
that's good to
we're
know.
gonna do whiteboard as well. So on top of like white documents, you could draw it on the
Oh, so
whiteboard too.
whiteboard also. Hmm, okay, that's good. That's good.
Let's go
That's
back
good to know.
to this.
Let me hop into Facebook real quick. Let me just see if there's any pictures to. I mean, not pictures, but any comments that people are kind of talking about. Somebody mentioned about they go more in detail about the features because they didn't know about. Okay, have you thought about integrating systems into VR glasses? I think I
Wow.
can answer a little bit about the VR glasses. That's a technical feat. That's it's only because I know through another founder that we know that deal with virtual tours. It's something I've been with him. I've been on his case about putting in the meta glasses so we can see the tours and stuff. And it's a huge technical feat. I don't know if it would be for you, but I'm assuming it would be. So 'cause he's a tour company. He does teleport me. So
I think that would be pretty amazing. Imagine you could just meet
oh
with
yeah,
your
oh oh
clients.
yeah, definitely. Now someone asked, do you need a special camera to capture 3D live virtual tour? Um, David Ho, you asked about a live. When you say a live virtual tour, do you mean like they're doing a tour and it's actual a live? I just want to make sure you mean like real time. So if you can just clarify that, David. Otherwise, I mean, use like the what was it Insta 360 X5, the new one just came out. That's what I used before. I know when I hopped on one of these calls before, I gave Sam the link that I did a virtual tour, just like similar to what he's doing right now. But if you're saying live, Lee, is that something that I mean, I don't know, like a live
Um.
360 tour? I don't think that's a
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I think if you're like looking to actually, okay, I think maybe what he's asking about is if you want to show your clients the property in real time. So in that case, what I would do is if you have like several, you have like a banker, and then you have the real estate agent. The real estate agent, he could join with his phone, right? So I'll join with my phone, for example. And what you would do, you would actually make him the presenter, right? So he
okay.
could, I'll just change the camera, and he could just walk around the property and actually show you
Or something
the
like
property in real time. Boom, boom. It's a bit blurry because of my internet,
right.
but so he'll just show you around while you close the deal and help him sign, right? So this could be a use case as well. Or you
Okay.
could hook up a camera.
Okay. So one of the things someone just asked, how many people can join a live session? So I'm doing a live demo, one of my clients. How many people can actually join that?
Yeah, we don't limit the number of participants, so it's up to you how you want to spend your live minutes. But um, I think in sales, it would make sense to limit the number to maybe five, or I think less than 10 is definitely the best answer, because if it gets more than that, you can't give it attention to your prospects.
Right. So something I want to, I think I'm gonna, correct me if I'm wrong. This is definitely not a webinar type software. That's not the use case for this. Even though I know users can probably be a little bit creative and see how they can turn it to, hey, I can host a webinar kind of sort of on here. I really don't think that's the primary use case for this. Correctly?
Yeah, that's right. Some users have they stream to YouTube and they embed their YouTube live here, so they get the best of both worlds. But it's really not meant for that.
Right. So like I said, I mean, use case wise, I mean, people can be creative but that's not, if you're looking to purchase this particular, deal for that, you're going to be horribly, not a happy person. Like I said, that's not the use case for this app. Even though you may be able to, hey, I can kind of put this here, put an embed here, do this, and wow, now I can have a webinar, just know that if that's what you're buying it for, that's kind of like you're doing that on your own. That's not supported, officially supported. Um, so can you embed a live stream from one of the streaming tools like OneStream, Stream Deck, OBS into
Yeah.
Lee?
So for there, you would have to stream up to something like YouTube or your a server before embedding it into the portal. But it's doable.
Okay, so it is doable. That was just Sturgis who asked that question there. Okay, yeah. So I mean, I think just from this call here, Lee, what I'm realizing, you have people who've purchased this deal, and from people who even have it, there's some features just in this not even 20 minutes of us talking about the deal, didn't realize that there was features that the deal does have. Um, so I think that's something you and your team can probably say, you know what, maybe we need to go ahead and do some micro videos about and just features. Take some time, just go through all the different features, make little micro videos. Hey, we can do this. When I say micro videos, 2 3 minute long videos, if that. So people can see and think, oh, well, I want to do this. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. People will better watch those micro videos and they'll sit down and watch a whole entire hour-long product, review. And that's
Right,
just
for
coming just
sure. Like
from feedback here.
for sure, that's great. That's a great idea because like we have been iterating based on our users' feedback. We have a Facebook group like almost 50 people, and it's all our users. So we've been adding like dozens of features for the past month, and a lot of features like even our users don't know about. So I think definitely we have to spend more time on
Yeah,
the
definitely. I
videos.
mean, you release a new feature, create a small 2 3 minute video. I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be a long. You just want to show them what the feature is, and then you create a YouTube channel and you post all your videos there. Create a playlist and boom, put it. It's your help documents, everything. So, so yeah, so definitely. I mean, like I said, I like what I see with live portals. A lot of members, people who see me on these deals, they know I don't usually jump onto every single deal I see to do a live with the founders, unless it's something that catches my eye. I'll start looking at it. Yes, I could have hopped on a call a month or so ago, but again, like I said, when seeing that this was really a brand new app, I kind of wanted to pay a little more attention, see the engagement in the group, and just kind of see where the app was going before. I said, okay, let me go ahead and start talking and see what this app is, really about. So far, I like your transparency. You haven't been stuttering to answer some of the questions I had for you, so that's definitely a good thing because I can definitely tell you in the past I've seen people stutter, founders stutter when they get asked some tough questions, especially when it came to the financials. Um,
I
so
think we are just all part of same community. So a lot of our users actually are LTD like launchers. So we kind of know like and understand each other, and the community like has been great as well in terms of feedback and all. And yeah, I think and I know my users like all of them by name for now because it's still at a manageable number. But yeah, I know everyone by name, and they can add me on Facebook or whatever. So I think we just treat everyone as friends and just talk plainly.
okay, well, that's good. Like I said, I think the biggest thing is your transparency. That's what's selling me on it, I should say, is seeing that seeing like you have a clear vision, clear goal. I got the why this and me. Obviously, I know why you're doing the LTD. Usually one of the first questions I ask the founder when I get on a stream, or even I just they introduce themselves to me, I ask them, okay, why do you want to do a LTD? There's only two reasons why you want to do a LTD. What is number one? Is it brand awareness, or is it for cash? Cash flow, just to kind of get them cash to help with development. Um, so, so that was something here that I didn't even bother asking you because, like I said, I've been tracking, been watching. I'm like, you know what? I can see this, see your transparency. That's the biggest thing for me is your transparency in your group. That's the biggest thing there. That's I can say that's kind of what sold me on it. So
I think in this day and age, you kind of have to be like that because like in the past you could like have a brand without a face behind it, and what we find like recently, even like the huge companies like even Nvidia, no one used to know who the CEO is. So even Jensen from Nvidia is coming out and doing events and interviews and all of that. So like the face behind the brand, I think it's a trend towards that recently. Like,
Okay. All right. So one of the questions I don't want to make sure I don't miss it. So the client has about 5 people on the team. Can they all be on a single screen? I guess on a single screen, including the team member. Because right now, I guess it's in there on the left side stacked. But I guess if they wanted them all like in the middle.
so what you would do in that case, you would activate focus mode. So when it's in this mode, the grids will actually adjust responsively. So if you have like 10 people, it will be all in the middle of the screen. And so once you're done like presenting the 3D demos and stuff, you could activate this mode.
Mm, okay. All right. That sounds good. Hope that answered your question there, Adita. Just we got that question in there. We got that question in there. Okay, I think for the most part, looks like we got most of the questions that folks have been asking. So, okay, Jester, you just mentioned Kitchen.co. They kill it with the micro lessons and updates. Great example to follow. Yeah, exactly, Justin. I've seen a lot of founders that do it. At first, I can't remember what the app was. It was a couple of years ago. I saw some app. To me, it was like almost every other freaking day they would come out these little tiny videos. And at first, I was getting a little bit annoyed. But then when I actually clicked on but then when I actually clicked on it, and it took me to the YouTube page, it was a YouTube playlist, and then it clicked in my mind like, oh man, I can actually click and I can just see exactly how to do this or how to do this. I didn't have to sit down and watch a whole 45-minute long thing and hope that I'll be able to catch what I was looking for. So that's when I realized, yeah, I think that works a lot better when you have all the little micro you know how to's. So okay, great. Okay, alrighty. So like I said, Lee, I think the biggest thing for you, to move forward that will definitely help you out is just that right there. Like I said, in the group right now, you have current users that are seeing features that they didn't even know they had. So, and then for the ones that asked questions about certain features, they're there already. So, so definitely, like I said, I think
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot. What you say is right that a lot of users don't even know like some features exist. So I think we have to do a way better job at that.
yeah, no, I mean, and that's also what's going to help you with the MRR. Because right now, I mean, the LTV folks are buying because they say, great, they get a good deal. But for these MRR folks, for them to know that, okay, you have all these features that's already built in. So yes, I mean, it's way past the MVP. Yeah, it's a cool app, a good promo page, but where are all the features? And if you're able to show them all these features, list all these features, and they see that what they can do, now they be like, oh wow, maybe I do need to leave Zoom. Maybe I do need to leave, whatever the application I'm using and hop onto live portals. So calendar. So what's this calendar app?
Yes. So we have all the so calendar is basically where your users would book appointments with you. So you could just lead them to your appointment page, and you could just book a time with you and meet in your
Okay.
portals.
So not too complicated with it. And now, so with that, does it integrate into like a Google Calendar, your Teams, or whatever, or is
So
it
Google
just
Calendar, I'm hoping. So right now it's just an email system, but I'm hoping to get Google Calendar. We've been working on this for about 2 weeks, but we've hit some roadblocks with the integration. I hope to get it done next week. I hope to get it done at the end of next week.
okay? No, well, the reason I'm asking is because calendars. If I'm gonna bring back sessions when they first said I was on their case about it, until finally, I don't know if it was their CEO or whoever, he actually reached out to me on the Slack and said, "Hey, I'm just want to let you know, I'm happy to let you know that integration that you've been asking for like a year, we finally implemented." And all it was just being us to allow the sync to other calendars because we use so many different stuff to make sure for bookings, I can put my availability, but I want to make sure it doesn't conflict with other stuff. So, so that's the reason why I was asking, for the calendar, does it integrate, or can we add other calendar feeds so that way, it knows, to block out certain times people can't book. So
Yeah, for sure. It's in a high priority. So
okay,
Google Calendar integration, adding a blur to the background if you want, and
okay,
some of these things. So we've done a bunch of these, but more are coming.
right. We got you. Oh, someone's asking the ETA on the doorbell feature. So
Uh, ET on doorbell. Mm.
now, Lee, I'm just gonna put this out there because a member asked about it doesn't mean you put it to the top of the list now. So so just kind of remember that doesn't mean you have to bump it all the way to the top. They're just asking.
In terms of whether it will be done, I can say for sure 100% it will be done. In terms of the timeline, I think we'll be prioritizing this Google Calendar integration and this background blur, and also this before going to the doorbell. So I would say maybe next month.
Oh, okay, so it's not that long. I
Yeah,
thought you were gonna say like maybe the
maybe,
last quarter or something. So okay, all right. So we're
maybe
looking at
next month.
about a month, 2 months before the doorbell feature shows up. So okay, that's good. And see, someone they just found out that the booking calendar feature is built in. See, so they didn't even know about that. So so yeah, so definitely if you only have a few users here, Lee, that didn't know about these things, I can only imagine the other 49 people in the group. So so yeah, okay, cool. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm going on to almost about 45 minutes here. I think we got a good gist. I got a good gist to know what I wanted to know from Lee. I was able to share with you guys. Like I said, this wasn't your typical live demo. How does it operate? It's just more me digging a little bit better to see, what this live portals is all about. Um, oh, I see you. Say hi. So yeah. So there we go. Show on stream. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Alrighty. So, what the heck? Oh, yeah. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Man, Sam, your damn thing. Alrighty.
I think
No, I'm just at home. Yeah, so love having fun, right, guys? So, anyways, like I said, cool stream. Everything looks good. I'll be in the group. Oh, Sam, do you have the group? You want to put the group link in here? Let folks know. Or we'll post it in the group also for you guys so they can join your group too. So, okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Make sure there's no more questions in the group. Uh, no more questions in the group. Can you guys hear me?
yeah, can hear you
Oh,
fine.
okay. All right. Cool. Good. Alrighty. What's this here? Oh, that's funny. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that wasn't working. Uh,
I don't see your. Okay,
oh, there
cool.
we go. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Alrighty. Cool. All right, Lee. Like I said, I'm thinking you got a good app here. I'll be sharing this video elsewhere too. So I don't know if you're in that group, but in case some questions, comments come in there, we'll definitely go from there. All right. So I don't know how to
All
end
right,
this
cool.
stream. I think that's Sam gonna have to do that on his end.